spins you in circles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, exactly right. I journaled that this morning. I'm like, going in circles.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I am going in circles. I am not going. I am come across journaling from a couple of years ago, and I'm talking about the same thing.
I could tell you that. I've known you for many, many years. Duh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. I'm tired of it.
Well,
and I'm jumping out of my skin.
Okay, good. Then jump.
Yeah,
then jump.
Yeah.
You see, but your pattern of jumping, well, let me swing back to this state. No, let me go to that state. That's not the jumping that's been helping you.
No.
That's depleting. As a matter of fact, it's of course no accident that you're the caller today, the first caller, because on the way up, I was thinking, geez, Sydney has shown me that I cannot be so restless. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was thinking of you as I was driving through beloved, beautiful Merritt Island, thinking, okay, I've got to calm this restless streak. It's not serving her. Therefore, it's not serving me.
Yeah, exactly.
You see, I hate to tell you this, kids. I use each of you. I use you as my reflector, as you should use me.
Yeah.
So it's a choice. Thanks, Jeff. It's a choice. Jeff is posted up on my monitor here. He's telling me to tell you, Sydney, it's a choice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, but I don't understand which choices to make to keep going forward instead of going around in circles. You know, one of the things that's, New Jersey is notorious for traffic circles. Well, they don't hold a candle to Paris with traffic circles.
Okay.
And I was like going around going, oh my God. Now in some sense you can keep going, but you can also get caught and not really go in a direction. You keep going, you're like, oh, I'm going in a new direction, but then I'm in another circle, but then I could come back and I go around again. You know, and that's what's happening. I'm going around again and I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, because you're losing your center. So it's important that you and I know you try to meditate. I know you do all the things. But I love you, Jeff. Jeff has another message for you. He's saying, Sydney, you are what you think. Well, you know that. We've been together a long time. You know that. Your thinking is overthink, is what's happening. So you run in circles. And I get that. And it's like, okay, where are you going to... In your case, I would tell you, not only should you print out your human design, you got to get back to your gene key. If memory serves me, and this could be way out on a limb, why is the 55th gene key coming up? Is that your main gene key?
I think you got an amazing, it's something like that. It's one of the unusual ones.
Yes, it is. Yep. Okay, I want to tell you, I believe it's 55. And I would be going to the I Ching, any book you have on the I Ching. I would be looking at it. As a matter of fact, naturally, I brought the gene key with me today. Yeah, the 55th one is, oh, my heavenly days. Why do I have this big next to it? Okay. This is no wonder I put this. Every time one complains, outwardly or internally, one effectively disempowers oneself. When one gets caught in the frequency of complaining, one is caught in the net of the drama of life, the Maya. The energy of the complaint itself serves to strengthen the illusion that life is so very hard. Apart from reinforcing itself in this way, complaining also causes sustained general wear and tear on our physical organism. Freedom occurs when you see through this deepest unconscious pattern to the heart of the energetic. Here's another ouch. It's really interesting what I write in my books. Who's ever going to inherit these books is going to have a good laugh. Because next to this one, I've got ouch. The other common form taken by the 55th shadow is blame. The reactive nature externalizes its complaints by specifically blaming something or someone else. Honestly, almost every person's caught in the blame game. When we blame another, we fire an arrow that removes self-responsibility from our situation. In this sense, we invest aspects of ourselves within other beings, giving away our true power and presence. All blame is an expression of anger projected outwardly. But in this sense, it is not pure. Pure anger is a release of the primal energy of fear that may be triggered by an external source, yet does not target that source. The moment one blames another, one is again the victim of one's own drama. It is impossible to blame another for one's fate and simultaneously realize that one is simply an actor in a play. The very act of seeing through the seriousness of life releases the energy of blame. So that's your shadow side, kid, on there's so much to that 55th key, but that's definitely the shadow side. So
it's bad because the danger is I'm an observer as an artist and a designer,
mm-hmm.
and so then you walk the fine line of, is it complaining, is it naming, is
mm-hmm.
it whatever, but so I really am going to look at that and embrace that, sure.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, it really, there's pages from 426 on, there's the victimization as a shadow. Mm-hmm. And so, what is that? The greatest addiction, looking for, what is this? Oh, I better read this. Honest to Pete, this is good. The human tendency to look for outer causes for our moods is the greatest addiction on our planet. It is rooted in an essential core belief that we are victims of our material reality. This core belief, and remember now, core belief says this is massive programming and conditioning for thousands of years. Okay? So it's of you, in you. Okay. This core belief actually sets up a low frequency pattern that is then reinforced over and over. Oh, Sydney. Huh.
Yeah.
What traps you is your longing.
I'll hide.
Yeah, I think you're going to be cuddled up tonight with this lovely book.
I have to find mine, and if I can't, because things are in movement here at the house, so I might just have to go purchase another one if Barnes & Noble will oblige.
Okay, so speaking of purchasing, if for those of you who have it and can't find it, but I would suggest, Sydney, do 235365 over your left knee, 235365, 235365 a few times. I taught that in one class, and ask for clarity about where it is. Okay, yeah. That's a possibility. Mm-hmm. But if not, yeah. I do have 3 or 4 copies at my lovely little studio, which you should all come down and participate in. So if any of you do want to order it, send me an email. I want to say it's about $26 if memory serves me. It's something like that. Mm-hmm.
It's a big, hefty book. You can do little bicep curls with it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, this is not for the week of spirit. It's got how many? Like 534 pages, and they're not petite pages. This book is like a textbook. It's a Bible. Right. It's a really fantastic Bible.
Right.
So, Sydney, you're looking outside of you for your purpose. Nobody's got it. No one's got it.
Yeah.
And the part of my gene key that resonates with what you're trying to accomplish says, what purpose? There isn't any. Drop it. Yeah. Yeah. You got to see the cosmic twisted humor of this one. I have taught with great sincerity and seriousness and come on, gang, get with the program. We got to do this. Row together, stroke, pull. Nah. My gene key is take nothing seriously. I'm like, oh, for corn's sake.
Yeah.
Which says it's all an illusion.
Well, that's all fine. But,
yeah. So living in today, you need to make a living. You need to have some income.
Right.
And so today, whatever is shown to you to do, that is your purpose. It's that simple. There isn't tomorrow.
Well, I hear that too. And right now, I can't find. I was composing letters for a company that I want to work for, and I was composing these letters before I went away, and I thought I brought them with me so that I could finish, and I couldn't find them, and now I can't even find them on either one of my computers.
Oh, that's interesting. So a wipeout.
It's really interesting.
Yeah. So that could be phenomenal. The cosmic joke of that's a no. You know, it could be that. It feels more like that's a no than the ickiness of having to start all over again.
Oh, I hear that. Yeah.
Although, let me say this. When you travel, and I don't care if it's, from New Jersey to Manhattan, it changes your frequency. Travel changes us. But you took an overseas trip. So the gal who left home, a week or so ago, she's not the gal that I'm speaking to.
No, I understand that. And you know what? Two things. I was guided not to bring wheeling luggage.
Mm-hmm.
So I was carrying everything and walking. Therefore, I was truly leaving. I'm not pulling things behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I was stepping new each time.
Okay.
And it's a big deal to carry your luggage, not to wheel it at all.
Yeah.
Huge. But I knew that was part of what was happening, and the need to go to Paris. Because when I was there, it's like, seriously, what? There's no big earth-shattering anything. It didn't appear, although I was in a different place, and so things possibly were happening. So, I mean, we got to assume yes because of all the...
Well, there was a molecular change, even if you can't see it. Now,
correct.
Here's another thing that I think is a little helpful for you. I do recall you are a tiger.
Yes.
Okay. Today, we stepped into the second month of summer energetically. Today, we stepped into the month of the horse. Horse is a tremendous, helpful animal to tiger.
Yes.
Also, the flying stars shifted, so in the center box is wood, wood, which is sun, which is you. And that has to do with career. And if you remember for the year, some of you are like falling asleep, but I have to take her through this, and then I will say goodbye, Sydney. Call me later.
Yes, then
okay.
I will.
Okay, but in the center box for the year is water. That's the one star. Well, this month, water feeds wood. So you should feel productive and constructive. This is the month to get to find your perfect job.
Yes, thank God. Yeah.
But then do it. Just stop messing around. No, you may not move this month. You may not, you may focus on only one thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'm going to have to haunt you in the middle of the night.
No, fantastic. Okay, to be continued. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Inspires me.
Okay. Bye. Goodbye. All right, everybody. So that was an interesting little mini course that if you were listening, you could understand. Yeah, it's about Sydney's question for Sydney. But, I'm sharing with you, go to humandesignamerica.com. You will need to know your full birthday, including your time of birth. You put it, it's a free chart. You poke around until you figure out how to do it, or get your